Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video here on FPL Now. Today we're going to be going over a potential wildcard draft ahead of Game Week 31. Of course, we are in the international break right now, but there is still a lot to think about going into the next game week. So if you're excited for the video, as always, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment, are you wildcarding in Game Week 31? Subscribe if you're brand new. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video, and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, this is the wildcard draft that I have come up with. Of course, this could change easily by Game Week 31. We do have international break games to play. A lot of injuries could occur, etc. So, again, I might make an updated wildcard closer to the deadline. But for right now, this is what I've kind of come up with. So, in goal, we have Foster and Pope. We do have Pope just simply because he does have a double in Game Week 31 and in Game Week 33. There are other options that you could obviously go with, but the fixtures aren't that bad. Of course, he does have City and then Everton in Game Week 31. But then, I mean, he has West Ham and Southampton. Definitely a clean sheet in there, potentially two, if they play their cards right. And they are in a relegation battle as well, so they are going to be playing for their lives out there. So hopefully that does mean that the Burnley players do start getting a few more returns. And then we've gone with Foster just as the backup keeper. He just plays every game, 4.1 mil. Can't really ask for much more there from your keepers. So yeah, that's who I've gone with. But again, you could go with somebody like Schmeichel, who doesn't double in 31, but does double in 33, and has quite a nice double in 33. But they don't have a favourable fixture in Game Week 31. I think they have, yeah, they've got United away, so potentially could be a high-scoring game there. So I've gone with Pope, but again, if you want us to go for other options, would not blame you at all. Pope is quite expensive for the team that he plays in as well. You wouldn't really want to pay 5.4 mil for a player that's in a relegation battle defense, but we'll see what happens. Those two doubles are kind of swaying me at the moment. At the back, we have White, Cancelo, Rudiger, Trent, and Livramento. So White and Livramento are your two enablers in this wildcard. They both double in 33. They should both play 90 minutes in both of those games as well, especially White. I mean, he is probably one of the better options that you could have in your team. If you're on a wildcard, 100% bring in Ben White. They've honestly just locked it up at the back. He's 4.5 mil. He starts every single game. I just don't know why you would not have Ben White in your team if you're wildcarding, or even if you're not, I'd probably think about bringing him in anyway. You know, they've got Crystal Palace, then Brighton, then a double, and again, they are playing for those Champions League spots. They're in just incredible form at the moment as well. Cancelo in there as well, will not double in 33 because, of course, they are through in the FA Cup, the same as Rudiger and Trent. But I mean, their fixtures are just becoming really, really good. And there's a title race on as well. He's going to want to play his best players because, again, 1 point is the difference. So the likes of Cancelo probably will not be getting rested in the Prem unless Liverpool go on a massive losing streak. I've gone for Rudiger as well. You could go Reece James if you really wanted to. It's just, I don't think it's, I mean, obviously Reece James is an incredible option, but he's just very injury prone this season. You know, he obviously came back for a game, got a massive haul, and then got injured again. And as well as that, you know, they've kind of solidified that Champions League spot, I'd like to think, because they've got all these nice fixtures coming up, all fixtures that they should win. So yeah, they're pretty much solidified a Champions League spot. They're not going to win the title this season, most likely. And obviously they're still in the Champions League. So I think that Reece James, even though he is going to be back for like Game Week 31, I'm guessing, he's probably still going to get rested quite a bit for the Champions League and stuff. So I think Rudiger is a much safer option. Again, if you want to go Reece James, then I completely understand why. You know, he's a very exciting wing back. But at the same time, I think that he is going to be managed a little bit more now, just simply because he's such an important player in that Chelsea lineup. And then we've got Trent as well. Trent, of course, does have a hamstring injury. I think potentially Klopp might just be playing it off a little bit worse than it is, just because he didn't want to go. He didn't want Trent to go for the international break because, as I said, there's a massive title race going on right now. So I think that if he's playing it off more, then of course he won't go for the international break. No chance of being injured, etc. But of course, if Trent is completely out, you know, for the next 4 weeks or whatever, then I guess Robbo is a good alternative. Robbo's numbers have actually been better than Trent's in terms of like assist potential and goal threat and stuff like that, and chances created. So, you know, there's like a 0.8 mil difference as well. But of course, if you do get rid of Trent, he's like 8.5 mil now to get back, so you're probably not going to be getting him back for the rest of the season. So it's a big call to get rid of Trent, but Robertson is still a really nice option as well. And then yeah, Livramento as well, doubles in 33. In midfield, we have Saka, Willock, Kulusevski, Salah, and Barnes. So Saka, I think one of the best midfielders you can own right now, does double in 33, just keeps returning, man. He's honestly just such an exciting player this season. He's a much better player. He is getting taken off on like the 75th minute most games, but he usually creates enough damage before that minute to leave managers happy. I've also got Willock as well, who also doubles in 33. Newcastle just playing really good football at the moment. I mean, that Everton game was obviously a shock. You know, when Everton went down 10 men, you weren't expecting Newcastle to lose that game, but it is what it is. But yeah, I think that Willock, very cheap. Pretty much going to get 90 every game. Doubles in 33. Nice little option there. Gone for Kulusevski as well instead of Son. Kulusevski owners very unlucky in the last game where Son and Kane just completely smashed it. But, you know, he's 6.3. Seems to be starting every single game. Yeah, he's going to be coming off on like the 80th, 75th minute, whatever. But still really nice option into that Spurs midfield. Salah, no-brainer. Watford at home. Very captaincy worthy there. I don't think there's any other captaincy options that week that you can really think about. I know there are players like Weghorst who's going to have a double, but I just think that Watford at home is just Salah's bread and butter. You know, he's going to be scoring a lot of goals in that game. Fingers crossed anyway. And then we've gone for Barnes as well. You could go Barnes or Maddison. They're both good options. You know, Maddison is on free kicks and stuff. I feel like Barnes is a little bit more attacking, but they both do, of course, double in 33. I like Barnes a little bit more as an option, but you know, Maddison's still a nice option if you want to go that way as well. And then up top we have Weghorst, who of course doubles in 31 and 33. Again, don't feel like you've got to be trapped into that Burnley setup. I mean, 2 doubles in 3 game weeks, as well as Norwich being in between there, is obviously really nice to see. And they've got okay fixtures after that as well, like Wolves and Watford. Like, they are in a relegation battle right now. They've got really nice fixtures apart from City. I don't think it's going to be too bad owning Weghorst. He could even be on pens as well. I don't think we've seen Burnley take a penalty since Weghorst came into the equation. I don't think anyway. So he could also potentially be on penalties too. So you might even, you know, nick I don't know, maybe a lucky penalty or something here or there if he is taking them. Got Kane as well. I mean, Kane's numbers over the last few weeks has just been phenomenal, like ridiculous. Look at all these double-digit hauls, like 13, 11, 13, 13, 8, 6. You know, he is just honestly popping off. And the whole Kane versus Son situation is definitely coming down to the wire. Of course, Son did outscore him last week for once, which I was very happy about because I captained Son. So it got me a nice 30 points there. But I think Kane still got like 26 or something anyway. So it didn't really matter. It was a 4-point difference at the end of the day. But, you know, they still matter. I think I also went down like, I got a red arrow this week, but I think I went down like 18 places. It was literally the smallest red arrow I've ever had in my life. And then we've also gone Broyer as well. This is a little bit of a maybe. I mean, he does double in 33, but he is getting his minutes managed quite a bit more now, like 48, 72, but then it's like 90, 80, 82. I mean, I don't know. It's really a little bit of a gamble if you bring Broyer in because he's just not really been doing anything. So that is a little bit unfortunate. But of course, if you have played like your bench boost and stuff, then you don't really need to have a player in every single attacking position. So you could probably get rid of Broyer, bring in somebody like, I don't know, like Gelhardt or something like that, who's a lot cheaper, and then use that money elsewhere in your team, maybe to, I don't know, get Trent back in if you do want to take him out or something like that. But yeah, I think this is an okay wildcard draft at the start of game week, you know, game week 31. We'll see what happens by the deadline. But yeah, I don't think there's really too much bad, you know, players in this. You've got your Chelsea defense, your City defense, you've got your Liverpool defense, you've got your doubles in there. So yeah, of course, there's going to be a big double in 36 as well, most likely. So if we get news about that before the Game Week 31 deadline, then this will probably change quite a bit. But for right now, I think this is an okay wildcard draft. So anyway, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like down below. Let's try and hit 50 likes. Leave a comment. Are you activating your wildcard chip for Game Week 31? Let me know. Subscribe if you're brand new. That's everything from me, though. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.